Okay, you want to know how stupid Americans are? Okay, they actually fall for this shit. Keep this in mind. Now, this left-winger says, can't even argue with the thing he said. Well, let's watch the video. And keep in mind, this video has 300,000 retweets. 300,000 and 500,000 likes.
So Dale Hansen moves away from sports.
Say about school shootings. Here is his extra point.
Another high school shooting yesterday, this one in Florida. 17 dead, the last report I saw. And everybody sends their thoughts and prayers again because that works so well. This is the 18th high school shooting in America this year, and we have 10 and a half months to go.
18 school shootings in 2018 so far, in the first couple months. Let's see if that's true, because it isn't. Left-wingers love to make up mass shootings. That's their favorite thing to do. Now, on January 3rd, a 31-year-old military veteran who's suffering from PTSD shot himself in a school parking lot. And it was an abandoned school. It was abandoned for months. That's your mass shoot. That's a mass shooting. A guy committing suicide in a school parking lot. That's a mass shooting. Yeah, according to the left-wing mainstream media. No, they're purposefully inflating the numbers to manipulate your feelings so you enact gun control when you shouldn't. They're lying to you. On January 10th in Texas, at the Criminal Justice Center, a student mistook a real weapon belonging to an officer who was authorized to carry the weapon for a practice weapon and fired it into a wall. No one was injured or killed. That's a mass shooting. Someone firing into a wall is a mass shooting. And nobody was injured. Nobody was killed. Nobody was even injured. There's your mass shooting according to the left-wing mainstream media. On February 5th, Maplewood, a third grader pulled the trigger on a police gun while the officer was sitting on a bench. No one was killed or even injured. Mass shooting, according to the left-wing mainstream media. These motherfuckers manipulate and lie to you, and you fall for their shit. It just pisses me off. It just pisses me the fuck off.
We've had 290 since 2013. We average about one a week.
Yeah. If you include people shooting walls or shooting the ceiling, accidental discharges, if you count those as mass shootings, then yeah, we have mass shootings that often. And they totally do include those, by the way. For example, if you accidentally discharge a weapon in your home, and in that street ran to a school, you share a street with the school, that's considered a mass shooting to a left mainstream media. If a school hears bullets going off, that's a mass shooting according to the left-wing mainstream media. I swear to God, they actually count those cases. If somebody at a school hears gunshots, that counts as a school shooting.
But there's just nothing we can do. If it was a Muslim or a Mexican doing the shooting, how many new laws and how much money would we spend then to stop the madness? But since it's almost always a white kid, there's just nothing we can do. America has 5% of the world's population and yet 31% of the world's mass shootings. We're worried about people coming to this country. They should be worried about us going to theirs.
Now, these mass shootings are all made up, as I've already explained. I'm talking like 80% of them are fabricated, completely fabricated. Actually, more than that. But the left-wingers don't know that. They really believe this shit. As I said, 500,000 likes, 300,000 retweets.
Australia had 4 mass shootings between 87 and 96. They passed stricter gun laws and haven't had a single mass shooting.
That's because they didn't have any guns to begin with. They barely had any guns. So everybody says, oh, well, Australia, they fixed their gun problems by banning guns. Well, they don't have 400 million guns to ban. Instead of having 400 million guns to ban, they had 500,000. That's a big difference. It may be possible to confiscate most of 450,000 guns, but it isn't possible to confiscate 400 million. And you know what? In Australia, people still use guns to kill people when guns are banned. So that means criminals still have access to them, proving that banning and confiscating guns does not work.
And here I thought, guns don't kill, people do. Is this the people we are? Last time I said we need to find a way to stop a nut with a gun, and that's all I said. I get an email saying, I'm saving my last bullet to put it right between your eyes. just another responsible gun owner in America, and I'm taking all bets he's a white guy.
Did you hear that? He tried to inflate mass shooters with responsible gun owners, saying they're one and the same. Or in other words, he's saying all gun owners are mass shooters. And saying that all mass shooters are white guys, which is a racist statement. And what does he base it all off of? He bases it all off of fake statistics that are completely fabricated by the left-wing mainstream media. You know how people fear that the government is faking mass shootings? Well, what the left-wingers are doing is just as bad. They're fabricating and making up shootings. That's just as despicable. But nobody's saying anything. They get away with their fucking bullshit. If you think this is important, then share this video on Facebook and Twitter. So was there 18 school shootings? No, there was 3. The mainstream media and the left-wingers have lied to you. Alright, I gotta turn this off because I'm getting pissed off. If you're pissed off too, leave a comment and like the video. I'll catch you on the next episode.